Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda. Thanks so much for joining me here on Tambeyoda Reviews. So today we have from War for Cybertron Siege, Deluxe Class, Prowl. Alright, and you can see here we have the figure inside the box, the packaging here. This figure is going to spark a whole bunch of other figures. We've already seen one repaint of him, being the movie Barricade, or I guess a G1 version of movie Barricade. So we should see him. We should see some other figures, probably like Red Alert and others coming from this mold. Now we have our artwork on the side, and if you hold it in a black light, he has some UV paint on here. You'll be able to see some hidden messages and things like that. Coming around to the back, we have him in both of his modes, his car mode, his robot mode, along with his gun that has a light bar on it. And we got some Battle Masters, and then him up here wielding a Battle Master. All right, so let's go ahead and get this guy open so we can check him out. All right, so we are back, and here's Prowl out of his packaging in his robot mode. Now this is the mode that he comes in inside the packaging. So we'll go ahead and start here. We'll go into transformation, and then we'll bring him back into this mode and check out his articulation. So he does come with a couple of things inside of his packaging. So he has this light bar right here. He has this his gun. Now typically, all the pictures that I've seen, his light bar, he has it on here. Now they do describe this as a weapon, as the axe version of his weapon. Now he can't hold it like an axe, so basically all he can do is hold the blaster like this. And I don't know, I don't like it, so I just, like you saw me before, I have it tabbed into the arm, just as kind of a decoration there, because it looks a little weird if it's tabbed back here also. So I just, like I said, I just leave it on that arm right there. Now he does come with his instructions, so here are his instructions. Let's see how to do that, and then as you can see right here, you have that light bar on top of there. So this is the axe mode version of his acid pistol strike blaster, or acid pellet strike blaster, and then his regular acid pellet strike blaster. So it's really weird. Like, I don't know why. Well, I guess you do have a little bit of a better stat on here. I guess that's your accuracy. But everything else is, well, I don't know what that is. What is that? Weight? Strength? Fire? I don't know. Oh, well. So, let's go ahead and transform this guy real quick. Right there. Now, you'll notice a lot of transformation features on this guy are a little bit identical to the Masterpiece version. It's really weird. Now, one thing about these wings, I wish that they would arc up a little bit instead of just coming straight out of the side, but that's fine. All right, first thing you want to do is we're going to take and flip this up, and then we'll pull all of this stuff out. We'll flip this up, flip this panel under, and we'll take the arms, flip them out like this, and then we want to take the legs, tab them together, flip this down, flip this up, rotate that waist around, and then we'll just collapse all of these pieces in. So when you close this in, you want to make sure that you tab that into those holes, into that those little gray pieces. So the gray circle pieces into the white circle pieces. So just take this and kind of accordion all this in together. You gotta kind of have to push up a little bit on it. But once you push in up on it and you get it all in there, then it should go together fairly easy. You know, you kind of have to move some pieces around to get the doors to pop in. Luckily, there are two places where it connects. So you got one right here, one right here. So those are the tabs. just kind of have to wiggle those around until they fit into place. Now, what you want to do is take the tires, face them up, you'll rotate this in and drop the arms down. Like I said, exactly like the masterpieces. And once you have all that in there, then you can take these light bars and go like that. It does cover up the Autobot logo right here, but you have this one right here too. So there you go. And so here is his Cybertronian police car, I guess you would say, because he has Cybertronian on the side right here. It's not in English or Japanese or whatever. Now, one of the main gripes that I have with this mode is this right here. So where they went and reinforced the hole for the pin, they had to make it, I guess, thicker, and it makes it look really weird. So like if you look at it this way, it looks like headlights. But if you turn it around and look this way, you can clearly see the headlights here, and it really messes this up. I don't know what they could have done to fix this. You know, if you wanted to, you can go in there, you can go in with like a Dremel tool or something and cut this off. But you would also have to cut the pin. So you'd probably have to cut that pin off at some weird angle and then glue that in so that it doesn't twist. And I think that's the only way that you'd be able to fix this. And with this being a character that's probably going to be reused again, I don't like that. You know, I was really excited about him with all the clear plastic, the clear wheels, the clear up here with the silver paint underneath it. It looks really nice. It's just they messed it up with this right here. So don't really like that too much. All right, so let's try to get him back into his robot mode. So we open these doors because it makes it a little bit easier to bring these fists up. It gives you something to grab a hold of. Bring that up. We can take these, bring this up. Bring this out. Start at the legs first. So take that. This flips down. You flip out this panel. Very reminiscent of the Masterpiece. Rotate this around. This panel is very reminiscent. This panel is very reminiscent. You bring this down. And it tabs into there. I'm going to rotate the wheel back so that's in the back of the arm and bring this down. Bring this down. All right, and then, like I said, I like to put this light bar right here. And go like that. All right, so for his articulation, coming to the head. Now the head is on a ball joint, I assume, but it feels like it's glued in there. If you have seen my Combiner Wars Battle Prime, that white Optimus Prime that came out, you'll know what I was talking about. That one was glued in, and I tried to turn the head, and it sheared off the ball joint off of the neck. So I don't want to repeat that again, so I'm just leaving it like it is. Now with the shoulders, you have a joint to move it forward and back, and then one to move it out to the side. And now you can move this panel right here, the shoulder panel, so that the port is either on the side of the arm or the top of the arm. You have your bicep swivel, your elbow. There is a wrist swivel or twist. Come down here to the hips, or you can twist that at the waist. Then the hips, you got forward, back, out to the side. It's two different joints, so one forward, back, one out to the side. There's a pin, you can see, pin joint. Then there's the twist. The knee has a lot of range of motion because of transformation. You come down here, you can move the toe up and down. or the foot up and down, mainly transformation, and then you can bring it out to the side. So I really do enjoy that, really like that Takara and Hasbro have teamed up on this, and we're getting more articulation and things like that out of the figures. You know, we're having to, especially with paint apps and stuff have been really nice. This one I noticed he doesn't have any battle damage on him. I just noticed that he has no battle damage on him, no battle damage paint. I guess they used it all for this interior part. Oh, that's weird. I just noticed that. All right, so I don't know why that is, but it is. So, all right, well, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, you can go ahead and do that right now. This is Tambeyoda. I'll see you guys tomorrow.